Hey folks, everything new under the sun. I wanted to do a short little video of a new recipe I found, and full disclaimer, this is not my recipe, but I found it, and it's for granola that you can make in your bread machine. Now, when we have a bread machine, we use it pretty much every other day to make literally our daily bread, and it takes us about a day and a half to go through a loaf. But I often do many other things in the bread machine, like making jam. And this is a new one that I found, making granola. So this is some of the granola I made. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll put the ingredients up on the screen as I make it, but it's a really quick, easy to do recipe, easy to put together, and the kids love it. What they do is they eat it with milk, and it's just like a granola cereal, like Harvest Crunch, for example. If you know what Harvest Crunch is, a cereal up here in Canada, anyways. So that's what it looks like. Now, in terms of the ingredients, you can mix and match pretty much whatever you want according to this recipe, and I'll put the link in the description of the video as well. But basically, it's 3 cups of oats. Now, you're supposed to use thick cut rolled oats, but I'm using quick oats, so you can use whatever you want. It does seem to work for this, but thicker ones might work better. I'm using some flax meal as well in place of the wheat germ, which it calls for. It calls for 3/4 cup wheat germ. It calls for 2/3 of a cup of slivered almonds, 2/3 of a cup of pumpkin seeds. I didn't have any of these seeds or almonds. And then it calls for a 1/4 cup rather, of honey. So I put about a 1/4 cup in, and then 3 tablespoons of ghee, which is clarified butter, or you can just use regular butter. And I use regular butter, and it worked perfectly fine. And you can also put unsweetened coconut flakes into it. You can put dried fruit into it after it's done. You can put cinnamon, other things, spices if you want, whatever you like in your granola. And the neat part is you stick it in your bread machine, and if your bread machine then has a jam setting, which this one does, it's perfect because the issue with making granola is, of course, if you do it in the oven, you need to keep stirring it every 5 minutes. You need to keep stirring it. But on the jam mode, it continuously stirs it through the cooking process. So it keeps stirring it, and it ensures that all the oatmeal is baked and all the um, butter and honey are mixed thoroughly. And of course, whatever else you put in there. So I found this to work very, very well, and it turned out to be quite a hit. So that is the quick and easy on how to make granola, and I will put the ingredients in the description. So this is just some short video of how it kind of stirs intermittently. Doesn't continuously stir, but it kind of slowly stirs through about 120 minutes worth of warm up and baking time, which of course you can also use for making jam. And I've made lots of jam in this as well. And there you go. It finishes with a nice, dry, crispy oatmeal mix with whatever you've put in there, and it's got a sweet flavor, of course, because of the honey, and it just works out great. Now it makes obviously about 3 cups because that's how much oatmeal you're putting in. If you put other items in there, it might make 4 cups of end product. But if you have 3 kids or something, you'll probably go through it in a day for breakfast and snacks and such. But it worked out really well. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you are able to try this one and it turns out as well for you as it did for me.